Hello, everyone. My name's Aleah, and welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. I am a founding executive director here at Bravenly, and I am here to share about our Boost Brew. And I'm going to give a little tidbits on why I've been chosen, and I feel so grateful for it as well. Um, I love mushrooms. We'll just say that. I got mushroom earrings. I got mushrooms in the back over here. I love them. And then here's why. Both grandparents on both sides of my family had, we'll say, brain degenerative diseases. So watching them slowly deteriorate in front of me and my family was very difficult. I'm holding back my tears. And if anyone knows what that's like, it's a helpless feeling. And so knowing that it's on both sides of my family, I was trying to figure out what could I do for myself and my health so in the future I could prevent something like that happening to me, at least pulling it down the line a little bit longer so it doesn't happen too soon. So I started diving in and saying, what natural things could I do to start that prevention? And I came across mushrooms. And so I just got into podcasts and everything like that. And we'll just keep it short like that because I can talk about it for hours. Anywho, so when I came to Bravenly, there was no Boost Brew. I said yes way before I even knew what any of the products were. So to use the term serendipity, it's almost the perfect term for this. When they announced about the Boost Brew, I literally cried and I screamed at the conference. So we're going to just dive in. What is Boost Brew? It is an organically sourced mushroom coffee and has 4 types of mushrooms. And it's packed with nutrients and nootropics. It has MCT powder in it, guarana, and you can mix it hot, cold, and water. And it's just a great way to create a healthier and more impactful routine. As we start diving into these ingredients and what they can do for you, just know I'm just covering just the top layer of what these ingredients can do for you. So I invite you to, after this, if one mushroom you're like, ooh, that is interesting, I want to go look it up and see what more these mushrooms can do for you. So got my cheat sheets because I want to make sure I do not miss anything. So we're going to start off with chaga. Chaga mushrooms grow off of birch trees. And so chaga almost looks like a big black, it almost looks like cancer's growing out of this tree. And it's a big black mass. And it's actually the most highest concentrated mushroom of antioxidants. And so it makes it a superfood. And antioxidants are important because it helps promote healthy cell growth and turnover. And it supports the body by stopping or slowing cell damage from free radicals. It helps with cholesterol and anti-aging. So all of those are just from the antioxidants from that's what antioxidants do. And there's a ton in the chaga. So then there's cordyceps mushrooms. These ones are kind of the weirder looking ones. They kind of look like Cheetos. And they do grow from off of a larvae. So don't let that scare you. There's no bugs in our coffee or anything like that. Just a really interesting mushroom. Traditional Chinese medicine have been using this type of mushroom for centuries in their medicine practices. It increases the body's production of, you might remember it from high school, it's called ATP. And it's just essential for delivering energy to your muscles. And then later on, when we talk about how to talk to your friends about this, that's a good one for friends that are in sports or that are active or anything like that. Then there's the reishi mushroom. These ones are beautiful. They can come red and brown and come in different shades, and they kind of look like a kidney bean or maybe like an ear, like it's like shaped like this. Um, and it has a nickname of the mushroom of immortality. Not promising that at all, but that's a nickname that it's received. So its biggest trait is helping with the immune system. And it also helps with cortisol levels, which then that's another word, fancy word for stress levels. So very important in these days and age. Then I saved my favorite mushroom for last. So this is the mushroom that really ignited myself and my passion for mushrooms and sharing it for everyone. So this is lion's mane mushroom. It stands true to its name. When you look at it, it's a flowing, fluffy mushroom. It's not like the typical, like, oh, little cap and stem. It's literally flowing just like a lion's mane, and it's white and it's so beautiful. So please look it up. I think it's on, where's my copy? Yeah, you can, no, yeah, it doesn't, this picture, Google it because it's beautiful. It also has a nickname. It's called nature's gift to the immune system. So lion's mane is great because it helps benefit the peripheral and central nervous system. And then studies have shown that this mushroom helps remyelinate your neurotransmitters. So without losing you on too much scientific words, what that means is you have neurons in your brain that sends messages to and from, right? And so what this mushroom helps do is remyelinate, so relubricate, if that's a better word, these neurotransmitters, so the signal can get sent there faster and quicker. So it helps improve your memory, concentration, mental clarity, and just gives you like a laser sharp focus. So that is my magical mushroom, is my lion's mane. So there are other ingredients in this coffee other than mushrooms that are also just as amazing though. So there's guarana, I can never say it right, but it's an amazing plant that is found in the Amazon, and the Amazon produces so much gifts for us, and this is one of them. And it's a lot like a coffee bean. It starts as a berry, and it's a stimulant, and it helps reduce fatigue, improve focus, and it's packed with antioxidants again, and it helps retain information, and it also may help promote weight loss. Then there's MCT powder. MCT powder is great, and it's right from the coconut, and it helps also promote weight loss. It helps increase the release of these two hormones that your body uses to just basically helps you feel like full. And it's called, if you want to know what it's called, it's peptide YY and leptin. So it also helps support your gut health, which is super important also in aiding in weight loss. It helps your body break down food better and everything like that. I think that is, for all my humans that love fasting and getting into ketosis, this MCT powder helps you kind of stay in that ketosis a little bit longer. So something I like to share, sometimes when people look and they're like, well, how much caffeine's in it? So with this coffee, one scoop gives you 135 milligrams of coffee. Now that, to me, when I first read that, I'm like, that's just a number. I have no idea what that means. So a typical cup of coffee has 80 milligrams of caffeine. So I'm super sensitive to caffeine. So when I looked that up and I was like, oh, that is a lot of caffeine. That's going to make me just jump around in my seat, you make me shake and do all those things. But the amazing mushrooms and the other ingredients in here actually helps use all of that caffeine and that energy, and it helps keep it all day. So it's sustainable energy. And it also there's no crash. There's no jitters with it whatsoever. So just know and feel good that, like, just because there's a high number of, like, a high level of caffeine in it does not mean that you're going to get jittery or feel icky afterwards. You don't get any of that whatsoever. So when you start talking mushroom coffee, there are tons of other brands. I'm not going to go into those brands. You can go into those yourself. But when you do get into that space, or you have other people asking, like, well, what's the difference between this and the other? I'm going to give you just a couple of things that I just want you to pay attention to. So, first is that MCT powder. Ours is a powder. You can also get MCT oil from other products. I did my research, and it's, for me, the powder, the research I've done, the powder actually breaks down in your stomach a lot easier, so it can digest that fat. So, and the oil kind of like just, it doesn't do it as well. So the powder is better. And then also where these mushrooms are being sourced and what part of the mushroom is being used. So if you look on the back, even of ours, or if you look at other companies, you will see that it says like organic chaga and it says fruited body. And the fruited body is the whole structure of the mushroom. So it's the stem, it's the cap, or whatever shape of that mushroom is, but it's the whole entirety of the mushroom. You might also see on other products, it says the mycelial grain. So what that means is, and without getting in the weeds about that, just know that when there's mycelial grain, there's extra, like, oh God, what's the word? Having a brain fart. It's just extra junk that's in it, basically, that doesn't give you any benefits whatsoever. So just know that having that full fruited body, you're getting the full benefits of the mushroom. So those are kind of two things that I want you to pay attention to if you have to compare to other companies or anything like that. Next, I'm just going to share just a little bit of some testimonials that I have from my customers that I love so much. I have a coworker, Lori. She doesn't like coffee, but she knows and sees and feels my passion about it and wants to support me, which is, I love her for that. So she still bought a bag of coffee, and she came to me and she's like, Aleah, I'm gonna be honest, this coffee tastes amazing. And I don't even like coffee. And what helps is that this coffee with the MCT powder in it, it actually makes it a little bit creamier, and it's not as acidic as a typical cup of coffee. So it helps balance that out. So I really think that you can talk to someone that even doesn't even like coffee and say that this product could still be good for them. She also mixes it in her like protein drinks. She sprinkles it in. She also she mixes it in her with her gold too, and she does like the golden brew. She just tries to sprinkle it in anything that she can in her oatmeal or whatever, because she knows the benefits of these mushrooms. My mom loves coffee, like loves coffee. So she was a little eerie at first, like, ooh, mushroom coffee. But knowing with our family history, I talked to her about it. And she actually drinks a full cup of coffee, regular coffee, and then puts a half a scoop of the Boost Brew in there. So it actually acts like a little bit of a creamer. And so she likes the flavor that it gives to it and knowing that it's supporting her brain. And then I have a dear friend, Lauren, and she makes it a very ritual thing when she drinks her coffee. She like sits with it, almost, meditates with it in a way, in the sense of like, she appreciates every sip, she smells it, she loves the flavor, and she just loves the way it makes her body feel afterwards too. She feels good. And so she cannot stop talking about how amazing this coffee is, and she promotes it all the time. So going into what do you say to your friends when it comes to this coffee is, what's great is it's so versatile and it's so easy. Like, I travel with my coffee. I go on road trips and I just put it in a little bit of water, shake up, and I got my coffee. It's great that it's so simple, because I love it just exactly the way it is and the way it's flavored. But some people like to jazz it up a little bit, and you have the free range to do so. You can add pumpkin spice stuff to it. You can add creamer. You can put your gold in there and you can mix it up, and then you have your golden brew. There's just so many ways to mix with it. And like I said, my friend Lori, she puts it in her protein drinks. So when you talk to your friends, share how versatile it is and how easy it is to use, and also how easy it is to add to your routine. There are so, excuse me, there are so many people that drink coffee every single day. And sometimes it's hard to share a product with someone, and they have to add it to their routine, right? They have to do another thing in their day, to add something. But this is coffee. So they already have coffee. They're just replacing it with Boost Brew. So it's a very amazing product that you can easily get into your friends and families and whoever you're sharing this product with. You can get it in their hands, and it's going to make the biggest impact. So again, I invite you to go online and dig into these mushrooms and get nerded out like I do about it, and just know you can make a huge impact with this product and really make a difference. And that's why I just feel so blessed to be sharing this and to be able to be on this platform with all of you guys, and start to get to know all of you guys too. Like, I just can't get over enough. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me share with us. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I hope you enjoyed this.